come to Bishkek and not have a close-up look at the spectacular mountains that surround the city would be to miss something extraordinary. So today I'm doing just that. I've signed on with a local tour group to take me to Ala Archa National Park. Meeting point, as you might guess, is in front of that building behind me, which happens to be Bishkek's train station. I signed up for this tour through the kind assistance of the people at my hotel, the Nomad Inn, who arranged the tour for me. They get nothing from it. They just help me to sign up for it with the local service for the grand sum of 900 som, which is less than $11 US. This is a 6-hour excursion to the mountains. Let's call it a half-day tour. I mentioned this because it is so much less expensive than what many people who book online tours through many of the mainline tour agencies, and you know who they are. In some places, including Kyrgyzstan, those agencies massively overcharge unsuspecting tourists. The same excursion I'm taking costs at least $70 through those online services, and I've seen them listed for more than $100 US. And yet I'm paying only 11. So just a word to the wise, sometimes it's best to wait and sign up for tours locally. Well, we've arrived at the entrance of the park. I would say the temperature's dropped at least 25 degrees. It's a good thing I've got a light jacket in my day pack. We began as a large group at the trailhead way down below. I am helping bring up the rear because it's a very strenuous trail, for me at least. I have one companion, as it were, a very nice lady from Russia, from Vladivostok, who speaks no English, but we use Google Translate to tell each other how tired we are. And so it's an unusual hike, to say the least, but it is a beautiful hike in these very cool mountains. The air is very cool and getting cooler. And by the time I reach my end point at the so-called Broken Heart, I'm told from climbers on their way back down that I will have to peel off the jacket in my backpack because it's chilly up there, they say. But we'll see. And this is my new friend Nina. Hello, Nina.
Hello.
So she does speak some English. She said hello. We found a spot to rest. I think we're gonna take a little spot check here. At the moment we have beautiful sunshine, and yet just a few minutes back there were droplets of rain in the air despite the sunshine, and sprinkles are beginning to fall again, as am I. Apparently I have it. That's good, thank you. So don't know what the weather will be like up ahead. It looks like maybe a thunderstorm, but the good news, I guess, is there are plenty of thick conifers to take shelter under. This park covers about 165 square kilometers. That includes peaks up to 16,000 feet elevation. and more than 20 square miles of glaciers. There are about 24 small and large glaciers here. Well, I've just come around the bend in the trail, and looking up ahead are even more spectacular peaks, jagged peaks, than the ones in the immediate foreground. The most famous peaks here, and those that you see very clearly looking up from Bishkek, rise from the Great Aksai Glacier, Corona Peak, and Free Korea Peak, both of which are just under 16,000 feet, in which I'm beginning to see up ahead. Ran into a couple from Spain just back down the trail, and they tell me that I'm about 5 to 10 minutes from the viewpoint. And as I look farther up the trail to the two giant mountains coming off the glacier, and they're just packed with deep clouds within them between the cliffs. It looks like a storm up there, and yet directly overhead is brilliant blue sky and some white puffy clouds. But I've come this far, and I'm going to continue to the top. Made it to the top of this trail to a broken heart. I'm just glad that my heart is not broken. It's a little tired, but not broken. And sure enough, as soon as I reached here and reunited with my group, which is sitting around just resting, some of them are heading back down already, it's starting to cloud up. Red squirrels, something I'm not personally accustomed to, but they're beautiful. And they're quite domesticated, apparently, along this trail.
Come, sit, round. No, I say round. Come, sit, stay, patient. They don't have rabies, do they?